Howdy friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Luke and today we're at the San Diego Botanic Garden, so stay tuned for more. As I mentioned, today we're at the Botanical Garden. I'm going to take you on a little tour, just kind of take you through a nice serene, relaxing video. So I'm excited, this is my first time, I've never been here, so let's show you more. So far, this place is absolutely beautiful. It's so serene and you can hear the birds chirping. The conservatory inside was still and there's so many beautiful tropical plants. They have this awesome little play area for kids where it's like a tree fort basically with like nets you can climb up and this nice little seating area for the parents. I'm really just kind of relaxing, enjoying the scenery. This is way better than fireworks for 4th of July. Just coming in here, hanging out. There's families with their kids. There's people just kind of walking around, taking pictures and soaking up the nature right here in San Diego. So the San Diego Botanical Garden has 37 acres that you can walk through. A lot of the outdoor stuff is more local to San Diego, but the conservatory is where all the tropical plants are. San Diego is great for plants because it rarely frosts over, usually stays pretty temperate. It's kind of similar to like a Mediterranean climate, if you will. There's 4 miles of walkable path as well, so it's great to kind of get out and get a little exercise in this beautiful nature. Currently, the garden is open from 9 to 5, Wednesdays through Sundays. So if you want to check it out, I would suggest maybe the weekend. It's not that busy overall. There are, some families and different parties kind of spread around. But because there's so much space, you're not kind of in anyone's way. Occasionally you'll walk by someone, but there's plenty of room to spread out. I've still pretty much only gotten into like the southern, I don't know if it's actually south, but the bottom half. I haven't really gone up to the top yet, so I'm gonna check that out now. when I said that most of the plants out here were local to San Diego. That's because I hadn't come to this top part yet. Down there was mostly plants you can kind of find around the county, like cacti, succulents, some local, just flora. But now that I've kind of worked my way up towards the top, there are like different sections. So the section I just walked by is from South Africa. So like, for instance, there was jade plant, some other like birds of paradise, which you can find here, but different birds of paradise I've never seen before. So kind of quite the variety. I'm hoping that this whole top area is kind of well segmented so I can see some different plant life that I've never seen. It definitely feels a lot more tropical towards this area, where down below it felt like San Diego. I'm kind of taking a quick rest break, just hanging out on this little bench here. You can see there's kind of all this foliage just coming through the old bench, so it's quite relaxing. There's a road over there, so that causes for some road noises, but when there's no cars coming by, it's quite enjoyable. So I'm gonna kind of hang out here for a little bit longer and just soak it in. So this wonderful tour guide, Terry back here, just gave me a lift up to the top. This place is way bigger than I was expecting. I thought I was close to the end, frankly, but there's so much more. I got dropped off at this little undersea garden area. I'm gonna hit up the restroom too. Terry was telling me that this used to be a private residence in the 40s and 50s, and then in, I think, 1969, the lady passed away, so they donated it to the county. So now it's a botanical garden. So I'm gonna show you this little undersea, they call it the undersea garden because all of the succulents here look a lot like coral, so let's stay tuned for that. One thing I enjoy is there's a lot of emphasis on education here. So this little station kind of gives you some examples of how you can reduce your fire risk. Little monarch butterfly. Here in San Diego, fire is a very real risk. So they give you lots of examples of how you can kind of change your roof, or a lot of residents will have succulents surrounding any hillsides to help. It's a natural fire break. So you can kind of see an example here, a little model home. How fun is that? There's a little lizard friend right there as well. Hello, Mr. Lizard Friend. You gonna scurry off? This beautiful gazebo that's in like a nice garden area with a beautiful green lawn. This morning when I came, there's a bunch of yoga types, and apparently this is where the yoga happens. Every day from 9 to 10, there's like a little yoga session over here. With the birds chirping, it just sounds so peaceful. So that right there, I believe, is a philodendron lickety-split, but I'm not 100% sure. I can tell it's some sort of philodendron by the growth pattern there, but how beautiful to see it out in the wild. That water feature is just absolutely beautiful. I feel like I'm in an actual rainforest. There's tons of tropical plants just surrounded by that little waterfall that kind of continues down into a little stream and then turns into a little pond. I sat there just for a few minutes, just kind of soaking it in. And now I'm in a more shaded area, just kind of relaxing and enjoying the sound of the water. In such an urban place like San Diego, it's rare you get the chance to sit near a waterfall and just kind of listen. So I'm definitely soaking it in. Yeah, it's been great so far. Thank you so much for your help again. Really appreciate it. Well friends, that's all we got today. That's all we got on this little tour of the San Diego Botanic Garden. One thing I didn't share was admission's $18 per adult, so fairly reasonable. They have it kind of blocked off into windows where you can arrive in different half-hour segments, but it's not like there's some sort of time you have to leave or anything, at least not till close. I got here really early because I wanted to get the good light and nice, quiet, serene walk, but in theory, you could get here at 9 and stay all day. When I came in, it was closed, but now there's a little garden shop opened up. I didn't show you that because I only noticed it as I was walking out of the gate, so we'll have to check that out next time. What did you think about this botanic garden tour? Was there any varieties that you recognized as I was walking around? Have you ever visited a botanic garden before? This is my first time, at least now that I can remember. I'm sure as a kid I had gone to one, but since I've gotten more into houseplants, this has definitely been much more of an adventure. If you liked what you saw today, please give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe with the notifications on so you stay in the loop when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, we'll see you real soon.